What's up, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the official Joseline's Cabaret Texas after show only on Damien After Dark. I'm so excited you decided to join me for the next 45 minutes so we can get into the latest episode of Joseline's Cabaret Texas. That is episode 16, baby. We got one more episode, and that's going to be the season finale, and we will be wrapping up the season, which will then come, of course, we know the reunion. So, we've still got 3, 4 more episodes of the Cabaret left. Don't count the Cabaret out just yet, right? So before we begin, you already know the drill. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video by clicking the thumbs up button. Join the conversation by getting in the comment section below and leaving me your thoughts and opinions. And last but not least, if you would like to donate to the channel to help us grow and sustain going into 2025, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate, my loves, okay? And fun fact is, like, a large percentage of the people who watch my videos, and this is goes for a lot of other content creators and YouTubers too. A lot a large percentage of the people who watch our videos are not even subscribed. And it's a shocking statistic because a lot of those people that watch just kind of casually find your video and they don't even know how to subscribe. So if you don't know how to subscribe, down there below you'll see where it says Damien After Dark. Click that and it will take you to my page and you will see subscribe. All right, that will let you know when we have new videos that are uploaded to the channel. All right, thank you guys so much for the support and the love, for donating, for commenting, for sharing, for viewing, for liking, all that good stuff. I really appreciate y'all. Like, y'all don't even know. I truly, truly appreciate y'all. Look at that mouth already dry, baby. Okay, so let's get into it. Episode 16. I'm finally caught up with doing the cabaret. We got a new episode tonight, and I'm going to try to get that out before the week is over. So, um, so this they opened this episode with Hennessy and Danny. They're out talking to one another. Danny had this orange bob on, like a little orange wig. It was like a bob, and I thought she looked very pretty. Contrary to what some of contrary to what some of y'all may think, because I know some people think, oh, Damien, you call Danny ugly. You think Danny's ugly. I've never said that about Danny. I think Danny wears some unflattering wigs. I think Danny dresses unflattering sometimes. And I think her personality and behavior is very unflattering at times. But that look that she had on sitting there with Hennessy, talking to Hennessy in that opening scene, I thought she looked very pretty. Um, Now, Danny is talking to Hennessy and she's talking about how, when she's not at home, she's professional, and how some of these girls are not professional, specifically Neek. And Neek likes to get drunk and Neek likes to party, and Neek is not here for the cabaret. She wants to be a reality star and she wants to turn up and do X, Y, and Z. And Hennessy and Danny both kind of agree and think that Neek will not be able to handle herself at the Playboy Mexico photo shoot, because we know in the last episode, Joseline was chosen to be on the cover of Playboy Mexico, and she decided to bring 2 of the cabaret girls with her, and she chose Andrea and Neek. Now, Danny and Hennessy are hating, of course, and specifically Danny. She's leading the charge. She's the conductor of the hate train at this point. Okay, when it comes to Neek, her and Andrea, they're both in the front seat of the hate train. Because let's face it, Neek is gorgeous. She's hot. She's cute. She's got a vivacious personality. She's fun. She's flirty. She's a party girl. She said she's a party girl. She was the breakout star of this season, and they're mad. And facts are facts. And to me, Danny, I'm just gonna be real with you, baby girl. You seem like the fun police to me of the cabaret. You seem like the hall monitor of the cabaret, bitch. Like, you seem like you're a lot of fun at parties. Now, I don't know who the fuck Danny thought she was. This is why I don't like her. This is why I don't like her. Now, there's a lot of people out there, well, not a lot, but I've seen a few people that are Danny fans. and that's fine with y'all. But I can't rock with a girl like her. I can't roll with a girl like her. And when I'm around girls like her, I get annoyed. I roll my eyes and I get up and leave most of the time because she's sitting there with Neek, and this is another prime example of Neek wasn't really doing anything to Danny, and Danny seems to like to pick and bully her a little bit, or tries to. She attempts to bully her, but Neek can handle her own. Even though I wish in this particular scene Neek would have given her more smoke, because Danny looks at Neek and points at her and says, "I mean it, bitch, when I say you're going home." And it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? You've been here what, 2, 3 seasons, and you still can't hardly do a 1, 2 step, ho? You've been here 2 or 3 seasons, and Joseline still treats you like the red-headed stepchild that you are. You've been here 2 or 3 seasons, and you're still on the low totem pole of the cabaret. Now, Neek says, "Look, I'm a party girl." When Danny tries telling her that she needs to be more professional, you drink too much, Neek says, "I'm a party girl." And she says that, that's just who I am. And Neek is more entertaining than Danny could ever be. And I really honestly think that that's why she's mad, y'all. Like, if we're going to be real honest with each other in this moment, Danny is jealous. Danny is jealous that this girl's first season, she's come onto the show, and Danny knows how this show works. So probably as the show was airing, and I mean as they were filming the show, she was probably like, "Oh fuck, this girl is really she's standing out because she's." Anytime Joseline talks about her top two, her top three of who's going to win the 50K, Neek is in that top 2 or 3. Neek always knows the dances, but at the same time, Neek gets drunk, but she still shows up and shows out, and they don't like that. They don't like that. She's a threat. She's a threat, and she's mad that Neek is doing what Danny couldn't do in 3 seasons. Can I get an amen? Now, then Danny starts attacking Neek on, like, as far as like what she wears, how she looks. She compares Danny to Wet Wet, which in my opinion, I'll be like, shit. Wet Wet was a star. Wet Wet's been on more seasons than anybody. I'm not mad at that comparison. But she starts to criticize Danny's or Neek's look, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Here we go. Dirty Danny thinks that she has the audacity and the nerve. Dirty Danny thinks she has the nerve. She has the audacity and the nerve to critique someone's appearance? Baby girl. Baby girl. And then you mentioned Neek's hair and her wig. Are we not going to pretend that you haven't been wearing Crenshaw weaves for the last 3 seasons? Them stiff wigs that you've been wearing, that little orange bob was hardly the only cute shit you've had in the last 2 or 3 seasons. And her long confessional look, the long red confessional look she's wearing, you are not all that in a bag of chips, baby, to be talking about anybody. Much less Neek, who will shut you down in the looks department any day. I guarantee you, if you put Neek and Danny side by side and line up 100 men, all 100 men are gonna want to fuck Neek over Danny. I don't care if Danny is like the lighter skinned one, because we know colorism can be a factor at play at times when it comes to men and women and all that good shit. But Neek is that girl. I'm sorry, and she's got you beat, Danny, and that's why you're mad. Your insecurity and your jealousy is seeping through your pores. And dirty Danny, girl, you look cheap 95% of the time. Just like Neek said in that episode, okay? And baby, let me tell y'all, she was showing out. Danny was showing out this episode for the cameras, and I think she's sort of unraveling because she knows that she's not going to win. She knows that she's not going to win that 50K. I think it's going to come down to Neek, Rose, or Andrea. And Andrea only because Joseline feels sorry for her because she's got a husband and a baby at home. Let's just call it what it is. Danny's showing out for these cameras in this very moment. She is showing the fuck out, and I think like she's on top of her being mad at Neek being a showstopper and a star, and all these other all these other things like Nick being a great dancer, Nick being able to get drunk and then show up the next day and still dance, all that. I think another reason why she's really showing out in this episode is because Nick was the icing on the cake, the cherry on the top was Nick getting chosen to go to Playboy Mexico, the Playboy Mexico shoot, because they know they're almost at the finale. They've been filming for about 3 weeks, almost a month. They know that they're at the end of the season, and Nick is chosen to go to the Playboy Mexico shoot. That just looks like Nick is going to be closer to winning the 50,000. Now, we see in another scene Erica and Envy. They're in a room talking back and forth a little bit. Andrea comes in and she tells them that she wants to have a friendly fade with Rose. Girl, what? A friendly fade? Sit down. Like, you're such a child, Andrea. She says that she's tired of Neek playing in her face because Erica and Envy, they're both like, what are you talking about, a friendly fade? Like, what, because they like Rose, so they're like, what's the tea? Why are you trying? And Neek's like, well, I'm just tired of her playing in my face. I don't have a problem with Neek, but she keeps playing in my face. And it's just like, girl, shut up. We ain't paying you no attention, Andrea. You're a little girl. Little girl, as Mary Cosby says on Salt Lake City. You're a little girl, okay? Um, Take a shot every time someone in this episode says Playboy Mexico. Take a shot every time we hear Playboy Mexico, because I think they said that like 50, 11 times. And I'm just like, damn, we get it. Shit, Playboy Mexico, Playboy Mexico. Like, I'm not hating because that's a huge accomplishment, but like, it's not Playboy US. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get on the Playboy USA version, oh baby, you're something. And Joseline is something. She's still something. I'm not hating. I'm just saying that like a lot of these reality stars, they can get on like Harper's Bazaar Venezuela or GQ France or Vogue Switzerland. You know what I'm saying? These reality stars, it's easier, but you'll never really see a reality star unless you're Kim Kardashian on the cut or Cardi B, which Cardi was a reality star, which not anymore. Those are the only like you don't really see reality stars on Vogue USA, Playboy Magazine USA, Harper's Bazaar USA. Do you know what I'm saying? 'Cause the other countries love these reality stars like the Jocelyn and all that. So and listen, I'm not hating because if they called me and said, Damien, do you want to do Playboy Mexico? Oh, shabba, let's go, baby. What you want? How much? Let's go when we flying in. You know what I'm saying? Now Jocelyn. Um, First, I gotta have some more water, y'all. I know y'all probably think that I'm just like one dehydrated ass bitch, but I'm really not. I drink a lot of water. It's only when I get behind this microphone. When I'm not behind this microphone, I don't be drinking like that. But when I just get to talking and talking and talking, I think it just dries your mouth out. That's gotta be what it is. So, like, I'll be right back, okay? So, we see Jocelyn and her alleged lesbian lover slash mistress slash manager slash whatever she is, Melissa. I told y'all last week I don't like Melissa. I don't just feel like she's not good for Jocelyn. They're meeting up with the creative director for the Playboy magazine thing, and the creative director happens to be friends with Janisha, who is Lemon Pepper's ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, right? We know Janisha is the ex that allegedly left Lemon Pepper because he couldn't keep his Lemon Pepper out of his talents, coochie crack, booty holes, pussy's mouth, dick, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, Janisha said, I'm out, okay? But Janisha played it smart because she knew, look, she wasn't fucking up the bag, so she said, go do your thing, I'm gonna go do my thing, and we still be cool. We still keep this business partnership going. So I respect Janisha for that, but I'm glad she got the fuck out because that man was making you look like a goddamn fool for all the alleged stuff he was doing. But we know the tea over here, especially if you've been a long time follower. Y'all know the tea. Um, so yeah, Janisha is friends with this creative director over this magazine shoot. So Janisha is there too in Mexico for the shoot, the magazine shoot, and She's gonna be helping style Jocelyn, give pointers, give direction. Now, Jocelyn tells Janisha and the creative director, she's like, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much. I could kiss you both from head to toe right now, but I'll save that for the bedroom. I said, oh, well, damn, who said? Like, I know, like, she was probably trying to be funny and coy, but at the same time, I'm like, Jocelyn's freaky deaky, and we know what going on there at the Zeus Network. Like, I wouldn't put it past them, something to be happening. Like, I would not put it past for Jocelyn for that to have been a serious statement. Okay, because my thing is like you just now meeting this creative director and you talking about, I could kiss y'all both from head to toe, but I'll save that for the bedroom. How is that professional? Now, Janisha, if it was Jocelyn and Janisha, okay, Janisha know how Jocelyn is. She been working with Jocelyn for what, 4, 5, 6 years. But this creative director, Aria, I think was her name. In America, we'd say Aria, but in Mexico, it's Aria. Uh, you just meeting her and you talking about, oh, I could kiss you head to toe, but I'll save that for the bedroom. Everybody ain't down to munch, Jocelyn. Everybody ain't down to muff dive, and it's no shade if you do, you know. And I'm wrong, a little piece of pussy every now and then, but it was just weird to me. Okay, now while they're styling Jocelyn and getting her ready, Jocelyn says, she says they're pulling on me, they're putting clothes on me, tugging left and right. She says Arya is, yelling, "Hurry up, let's go." She's talking about how it's a really fast-paced environment, and she says, "I just kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to ruin the opportunity." And I'm just like, wow. Jocelyn Hernandez has some self control. Jocelyn Hernandez has some awareness. Jocelyn, ain't gonna pop off at the mouth at just anything that doesn't go her way. Okay, sis, I see you. There's the professionalism you was talking about. Now, the photos that they took of her did look really great, right? She did because I saw on her Instagram. They didn't show the photos on the show. They did show us footage of them taking the photos, but we didn't see the actual still images from the final product. But Jocelyn posted them to her Instagram, which I had saw, and she did look really good and feminine and light and soft and airy and cute and rainbows and daisies and flowers, right? Um, and she says that there's no sexier woman than her. There's no sexier woman than her, and she should feel that way, right? She should feel like she's the sexiest woman ever. But I don't agree with that. That's just my opinion, and that's fine. You know what? That's completely fine. To me, I'll probably give that title to Riri, but that's just my opinion. I don't think Jocelyn's the sexiest woman alive. I think she's a sexy ass woman. Fuego, 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 baby, but not the sexiest. I don't know. What do y'all think? Maybe she's your sexiest woman alive. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now they keep talking about how soft Jocelyn looks, how feminine she looks. This a softer side of her, a softer look. Um, and they keep reiterating that over and over and over again. And I think it's because Jocelyn is just so known for this rough, hard exterior, street, fight you barefooted with a piece of cocaine falling out of her nose, red face, just that's what we typically know Jocelyn for, fighting and in the streets and in the strip club and bopping bitches upside the head. And so they're really emphasizing the softness and the femininity of this photo shoot. um Now this is totally left field, and this is gonna be a long shot. This is gonna be a stretch. This is gonna be, I don't know, maybe it'll happen, but it's random too what I'm about to say. um But I noticed that Ricardo was there for the photo shoot. Can somebody hook me up with Ricardo? Does anybody got connections to Ricardo? Can somebody tag Ricardo in the comments? Do y'all know Ricardo? Does he got a YouTube? Can somebody hit him in the DMs? Because I've already hit him in the DMs a few times and told him, like, look, I'm willing to risk it all, Ricardo. I know, like, some of y'all might not think he's cute, but I think Ricardo is so sexy. Like, it's something about that beard and that belly. I love a man with a belly, like not a gut, like not like Not like you can't see your dick belly, but like kind of like that little beer belly that Ricardo's got. Like, ooh, I would love for it like be on top of me and look at that belly. And in that beard, rub it. Yeah. Ricardo, if you're watching this, I've tried to hit you in the DMs. Call a brother. Hit a brother up, okay? Cause I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm willing to risk it all, baby. Um, and I know that thing thick. There's some men you can look at and you can just tell their thing is big. I know that thing be thangin'. I know it's probably like that wide. I just know it is, and covered in hair. My favorite. Let me shut up. I'm telling y'all too much of my business. Um, Now Neek and Andrea, they're at the Playboy photo shoot. They were chosen to go there. Really don't know why. I guess they're there for moral support and to kiss Joseline's ass and tell her how beautiful she is. You look so beautiful. Oh my God, this is so perfect, Joseline. And she did look beautiful. But anyway, Neek and Andrea could have stayed home in all actuality, to be honest. But they're walking down the beach while Joseline is doing her thing. And Neek gets emotional and she confides in Andrea about having an ectopic pregnancy, which is I don't know if we can say it here, abortion. When a woman loses her child. Um, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm totally wrong. Not abortion. She had a miscarriage. Jesus Christ, forgive me. Neek, forgive me. I'm sorry. Two totally different things. I do not want to put the A word on Neek. She had a miscarriage, which we can say here on YouTube. Now I kept thinking like, was this during the show but then she clarified and she said that it was before she came to the cabaret. And she says it was her first time ever getting pregnant. You can tell it really affected her, and I can tell it's still affecting her too, as I'm sure it would because it's still so fresh. They've only the cabaret's only filmed for like a month, and she said it happened right before she got there. So this is literally like a month ago that she had this miscarriage, and I think she's still dealing with that, and that's probably explaining a lot of her drinking. That's not something easy, and you don't have to be a woman to sympathize with someone for that. You know what I'm saying? Like that has to be very, very difficult, especially when you get pregnant for the first time, and you're like, oh my God, I have a baby in my belly. I'm gonna be a mother, and then you find out, oh, it's gone. Devastating. And a shout out to all you women out there that have gone through that. I can't imagine. You're strong, you're admirable, and you are a voice and um, someone to look up to for other women. You know what I'm saying? Because lots of women go through that and lots of them silently struggle. So if you can be a voice and help someone out like Neek did in this episode, I'm sure there were a lot of women who could watch her and relate. It was just nice to see. And, seeing Nick and Andrea talk like that and seeing them bond, it lets us get a more vulnerable side to these ladies, and it almost lets us get see more of who they are, get more depth into who they are as people, their characters. Um, and just aside from all the pussy popping, the ass shaking, and fighting, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's missing from these shows. It's very simple scenes just like this. Producers need to be asking the ladies, what's going on in your life every day? Be talking to these girls. What's going on back home? What's going on? Is everything good? Do you want to talk about this on camera? Like, let's get more layers to these ladies other than them fighting. Because then that's all we have to go off of. And then y'all got me up here reading bitches for 45 minutes straight. And then I look like the bad guy. Now, back at the house, after the photo shoot is done, all the girls, I guess they've tried to. The cabaret girls are trying to get like the baddies. So they've come up with their own little chant. How do y'all feel about their little chant? I don't know if I like it. Because they're all, saying. I think it was Envy and Erica that came up with it. This whole cabaret wasted, cabaret wasted, cabaret, cabaret, cabaret wasted. Um, eh, it just sounds too familiar to baddie, baddie, shot o'clock, cabaret wasted, cabaret. It's like y'all are obviously trying to do the baddie, baddie, shot o'clock, and I get it, y'all. I feel like the Joseline's Cabaret girls are the redheaded stepchild of baddies. You know what I mean? They don't get the recognition, they don't get the money, they don't get the fame that the baddies do. And I think that these girls are trying to like maybe push the cabaret a little bit more. And listen, I respect it. I respect that they're trying to boost the cabaret up a little bit more, but I don't know if I like that chant. I don't know. What do y'all think? Now, all the girls are sitting there. They're all talking. We see Neek and Danny. They kind of, they bickered a little bit back and forth about their issues with one another. Joseline told Danny, or Danny was like, Joseline, you're so hard on me. And I think you're hard on me because you believe in me. And Joseline's like, I do believe in you. And Danny, I just hate when Danny kisses Joseline's ass and cries, because it's just so fake. She sits there and goes, girl. I'm just like, will one of these girls please slap that ugly grin off your face? Like, try. You ain't even crying, first of all. It's fake fucking crying. You're an actress. And you are literally gonna lick ass, clit, toes, feet, and everything in between of this woman until you get what you want from her, which is fame and money. That's all you there for. It's not like y'all are all there because you're just so loyal to this woman. You're going to get what you can get out of her. It's an opportunistic moment. And I would appreciate if you were a lot more honest, Danny, but you're so fraudulent. Just I'm just like, "Oh my god. I know your parents are real fucking proud." I know your parents are real motherfucking proud. Now, Ocean, we know Ocean loves to throw a bitch under the bus. So Ocean decides to call out Hennessy, and she says, Hennessy, I feel like you don't take the cabaret serious. You're never anywhere to be found. I feel like you're on this whole princess vibe, and I feel like, you're giving favoritism, and you're only here because you look good, but I'm not trying to come after you. What? But you're not trying to come after me, but you got a motherfucking long ass laundry list of reasons why you don't like me, ho. No, Ocean. Take them two left feet and 1-2 step your ass out the door. Cause ain't nobody studying you. It's giving jealousy. It's giving jealousy. Cause Hennessy's, above you in the dancing department and the looks department. Cause let's face it, like I said it before, Ocean looked like she got two dirty feet. She looked like if you looked at her feet right now, they would be just dirty as hell. Dirty as hell, black as the concrete, bitch. Ocean just, and where did that name come from? It's not giving Ocean, my love. It's not giving Ocean. It's not giving Lagoon. It's not giving River. It's not giving Pool. It's like I've said before, it's giving puddle of piss. Okay? Now, all the girls, after they get their little issues out on one another, they all cheers. Joseline says, cheers. They all put their cups up and they cheers. And Joseline says, I want to see all y'all get naked and jump in the pool. And she says that she wants to see coochies bumping. She wants to see asses being eaten. She wants to see licking. And I, like, it sounds fun as fuck, right? It sounds like my kind of party, baby. But at the same time, it's kind of weird to me because if this is supposed to be your boss, like I feel like it's almost a liability because all one of these girls have got to do is come out and say that they feel uncomfortable or say something happens behind the scenes. Like, what happens when the cameras go off? If y'all are naked and bumping coochies and licking pussy and doing everything that you consensually should do as adults, do your thing. That's great and all, but what happens when the cameras go off? Because there's a lot of men behind the scenes too. We got all, and you can't tell me out of all these men, these cameramen, the men that hold the lights, the men that hold the big boom microphone, the producers, the production assistants, the PAs, all that. You mean to tell me out of all these men, and some of them be fine too, that these girls ain't fucking? Or you mean to tell me there ain't a weirdo in the bunch that's dropping shit in drinks? I don't know. I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm just saying when you're in an environment where there's a lot of alcohol, where there's allegedly drugs, cocaine, just like Joseline has said and admitted to before, and you're around naked, hot, attractive women, things happen. I'm just saying. I said it, that was my kind of party, but then I look at it and I'm like, it's kind of giving Diddy party. I feel like that's what a Diddy party would look like, except with more men, because that was all women. I think Diddy would have probably more. It'd probably be all men running around naked. But yeah, baby, yeah, bitches. There's titties bouncing. There's pussy popping. The girls are naked in the pool, and Joseline is sitting back like a PIMP, just like this. All she needed was her fur coat, bitch. She sat like a PIMP with her cup and her legs open like a man with his nuts hanging. And she was looking and she was enjoying her, like almost like she had a pick of the litter. Like she was a goddamn kid at the candy store. Like she was a fat bitch at the buffet, ho. She was like this, looking at all the pussy and all the titties bouncing with a grin on her face. Like, I mean, Joseline is a bona fide, full blown bisexual, and she'll tell you. And I love that about her. I love that she's out and proud with it. Um, but I don't know about y'all. After seeing all that, after seeing that scene, even though they blurred the coochies out, which I don't get, it's Zeus, it's a streaming platform, it's uncensored. Show the pussy, free the pussy. I mean, y'all show they titties, y'all show they ass. Why not show the little, the little clit, the little coochie at the bottom? Why not? Shit, hell, I want to see. Not on no weird sexual shit. Obviously, I like penis, but I want to see what the girls is working with. Um, but I needed to get baptized after that scene. Like, baptize me in the holy river, baby. Now next week, or should I say this week's episode. This week's episode, the season finale that's coming up that we're gonna recap next after this, baby. It's called The Last Supper for a reason. It's an all-out brawl, bitch. Just when we thought the girls were having a great time getting along, bumping coochies and purses and having a good old fucking time. Nah, baby. The producers said it's the season finale, ladies. It's time to clock in. We need a good season finale, and baby, that's what they came to give, a royal motherfucking rumble. And let me tell you who the motherfucking MVP of the season is. I was gonna say my girl Neek. I was gonna give it to my girl Neek as the MVP, but after we see that sneak peek for this week's episode, and we see what Raven did to Rose, I'm sorry, what Rose did to Raven, baby. Rose clocked Raven right in the face, grabbed her by the head, started wailing her in the head. We see Danny try to get in the middle of it. Security grabs Danny. Baby, I was here for it all. It's about time Raven got jacked in her motherfucking jaws for the way she was talking to Rose. And I even said when she was talking to Rose crazy about her breath and her smelling and all this, I'm like, Rose, why are you letting her get away with that? Rose was plotting. She had bigger plans. She was going to wait till that hoe was off guard. And she clocked that hoe right in the motherfucking mouth. And it wasn't even off guard because Raven was sitting there talking to her, I think. Or no, she was talking to Neek. Rose was right here, and then she clocked her. Listen, I can't wait to talk to y'all about it. Now we also see we also see on this season finale, Neek pulls a Teresa Giudice from Real Housewives of New Jersey, and she flips the motherfucking table, bitch. Yes, it goes down. Next week we also see Erica is beating bitches ass. My team of girls, they were beating ass, bitch. That's why I fucks with them. They don't play. My team of girls that I've been rooting for this season, I don't know about your team, but that's my team. They've been whooping ass all motherfucking season. And I like these girls. This is probably one of my favorite group of newbies that we've had in a long time. Um, so we got Rose whooping Raven's ass while Danny tries to step in. We got Andrea versus Neek. We got Ocean versus Hennessy. And Erica finally whoops Danny's ass. I can't wait to see that. That and so much more when it comes to the fighting. I mean, they are all, everybody got to fight next week. Only one I didn't really see fighting, I think, was Envy. And I need to see you fight Envy because you've been a little quiet. You know, you've been kind of. So I'm going to need you to step up. Um, and then also, we're going to finally see who goes home with the 50K. Who goes home with the 50K? We're going to find that out on the season finale. All that and more. The season finale of the Joseline's Cabaret Texas after show right here on the Damien After Dark channel. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe by hitting that subscribe button right below. Click that thumbs up button and like this video. Join the conversation by getting in the comments section. And last but not least, if you would like to donate, please in the description box, there will be ways that you can donate using Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. Please be mindful that when you leave a super chat, YouTube will take 50% of the profits, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you had a very, very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a Happy New Year. I love you.